Well, hello, coffee time, friends. It is coffee time. It is supper time. And it is sweet potato time. Look at that sweet potato. Now, I'm going to cut up. I don't know how many it'll take. I've not made these in a while. We're going to have just plain old hot dogs in the micro grill. Mama's going to get them good and perfect. And we got some fresh buns. And she's probably got some chili laying around here from...
Yeah.
You got chili?
Yeah, leftover, frozen.
Frozen. We freeze our chili. Y'all freeze your chili. But anyhow, the thing is, these are Mama's sweet potatoes she just dug. So let's get started and let's make us some French fries. We're going to put them in the air fryer and we're going to give that a try tonight. See how it comes about. Look at that beautiful sweet potato, Mama.
It's a pretty good one.
Isn't it? You can make little baby pumpkins out of that.
Oh.
Let's get this. We'll start out with this big one. Now, I washed these awfully good. Scrubbed them with a brush. Mama, you been drinking? You got a drinking problem. Alright, let's make let's take another little bit off here. And let's take a little bit more here. Sweet potatoes are hard to slice. You gotta get yourself together now. You don't want to be... Gotta be careful. Trust me, I don't want no cuts. Be extra careful when working with sweet potatoes. Now I've got this rocky blade here that I'm thinking might work good for cutting up some sweet potatoes. You want to have control of your knife when you're cutting them because they are hard to cut. Now let's cut that one again. You want to get them French fry thick. See that? That's about a French fry. Steak fry maybe. And you want to put a piece of parchment on here?
Yeah.
I didn't think about that because it will make a little bit of, we're going to have to spray it with a tinge of oil. Now let's just get these all tidied up here. It may not take much more than one big sweet potato for us, Mama.
I know it.
Let's see if I can fancy it up and do two at a time. Because once you get them initially cut, they're a little bit easier to deal with. These are just dug too, so they're a little bit more tender.
You want 2 hot dogs?
You can cook 2, and I may eat 1 tomorrow. And I recommend another thing. When you get ready to do these for Thanksgiving and you got them big old store-bought sweet potatoes that are a little bit tougher, you can boil those sweet potatoes in their hulls for a little while, and then you can come right in there and slice them a whole lot easier and peel them. And it don't hurt a thing. Don't hurt a thing. And you can have a whole lot easier time with them. So blanch them like you would a tomato, only a little longer. You know, let them boil for about 10 minutes. Or you could cook them done in the hut. Wouldn't hurt a thing. But the thing is, you can hurt yourself with sweet potatoes. I don't like for Mama to fool with them. And if she does, it's after I've already cut them up or something, because they're awful like the Mama.
Yeah, they're hard.
And you let that knife slip and you can have a bad time. But slicing them, boiling them helps a lot.
I don't think you need no more.
That's what I was just looking at. My eyes when they're in. The reason I started with the big one, I thought that may be enough. But I did wash up 3.
I like this size better.
Oh yeah. You could throw you one in there to bake and we could eat it tomorrow.
No,
There'd be room right there. You want to bake them other 2? We'll have them.
No, I'd rather have them go and hot, milk butter and brown.
Hot enough to melt butter, Mama said.
And brown sugar, eat them fresh.
If you don't have one of these little Rocky Blade knives, these are good for potatoes. They're good to clear your fingers out of the way and yet get a good cut. They're good for cutting pizza. So there's a lot of things you can use these for. And what I like best about it is you have a little bit more control. And you can get your fingers out of the way. Now, if you want to, you can parboil these or blanch them in maybe some salt water or something. But these are going to be just kind of like baked potatoes. Only they're going to be opened up here. Mama, I think you're right. Look, we don't need another one.
No, I don't think we do.
That's a plenty. So what I'm going to do to these is I'm going to start out with a sprinkle of salt, even though we'll probably end up putting some cinnamon sugar. This will help cook them.
Avocado spray.
And we'll put some avocado spray on them. Right here. That should be enough to get some fries fried. Homemade sweet tater fries. Here's these. I thought I had really big plans. Look here. That would have made double what we got. We sure don't need that. But those are washed and ready to go. You might want to put those in the refrigerator, Mama.
Yeah.
Since I wash.
Well, this is the bucket.
Yeah. Look at this beautiful bucket. I love a bucket of fresh produce from the garden. Ain't that pretty? It'd make a pretty picture, wouldn't it? Let's bring y'all down. Come downstairs, folks. Let's see what y'all are up to. What are y'all having tonight? John, that's a pretty... Well, thank you, Sonia. This is not a new shirt. I've worn this one, haven't I? Maybe I haven't worn it in a bit. I cycle my clothes. You know how I do. I get 7 shirts, and I laundry those 7 shirts, and then I iron them, and then I wear them. I'm not big on fashion. I want it clean and pressed. And that's really my only requirement. I don't want it to fit. My hair's a little wild, but you know what? We've been outside. I've been outside getting ready to get ready for winter. We're moving the roses. Those roses. We have the roses in front of the house. Y'all seen them. And probably 30 years ago, we built that flower bed. And it's had holly. It had some evergreens. What else do you have now, Mama?
Evergreens.
So in the past 10 years, we put roses out there. Just roses. Knockout roses. But the whole 30 years, we have dealt with an old nasty vine that we call pea vine. I don't know how else to explain it. That thing can grow 4 inches overnight, and you can't keep it out. And it pulls. Whatever you put in there, it wraps around it and pulls it. We have the hollies, and that was a mess. Now, you can weed eat around it. The hollies is probably the best because we had little plastic pipe around the base of them so you could weed eat. So we could just weed eat in there. So we've been keeping it mulched. We don't really like to deal with mulch because mulch can have termites and stuff in it sometimes. And snakes like mulch because it gets hot and they'll lay eggs in mulch. But we have been keeping it mulched. But this year the pea vine just said, hey, we're here. And we cleaned out pea vine 2 or 3 times. Mama and her sister cleaned it out once. And I've cleaned it out. And I'm over it. I'm over the pea vine. So the guys that helped us out, they dug them all up today. Beat the dirt all the way off the roots. Got every piece of pea vine activity. They put them in new holes on this side of the house because there was nothing up there. And they filled them full of good, fresh potting soil. Got them all ready for winter. So they'll do well, and they'll grow probably next year better than they ever have. Some of them were actually getting pulled down with the pea vine so much. It was I just wasn't having good luck with them. So we're going to redo that front bed. It's going to be pea vine proof. What I think we're going to do is put some concrete down. We're serious. And maybe put some creek rock like we have the upper one, because we've already got one that we had to do that to keep the vines down. And we're going to put some creek rock in there, the round, like you see. And probably, Mama's got some statue things out there, little concrete ones. We'll probably put a few of those in there with those rocks, and we'll probably put some pots with some flowers, have a little color, and just make it more of a rock garden. That way we won't have to fool with that pea vine, because I'm over that pea vine. And if the roses could do well in it, but they didn't. They didn't do them all.
That vine just gets around them and chokes them. Chokes them.
Like Mama does me. She'd like to choke me, wouldn't you, Mama?
Oh no, I wouldn't choke nobody.
Oh, I had sweet potatoes tonight too. I also had cod and steamed broccoli. I love a bucket of fresh veggies from the garden. Oh, isn't it the best, Lori? Laura, I love it. I love seeing a basket or a bucket or anything. I just think I'd like to have a picture of that right there, because to me that's beautiful. Those peppers and
I gathered. That was yesterday.
here, I'll let your Mama show you her
And
harvest.
then I gathered some.
Here, Mama's showing that right there.
Oh,
Look how pretty those are. Just talking to our neighbor across the street, and she has her own green tomatoes that she said they were still green, and she has green beans in October.
And
I
look,
told her I'm gonna call her the gardener.
This is a bell pepper I picked today, and some little orange ones.
Oh,
And
that's
this
pretty.
is big red ones here.
No, those aren't hot. Those are sweet
No,
peppers.
these are all sweet.
You know, Mama, we could stuff some of those. We could have stuffed peppers.
Yeah, you could stuff these. Well,
Or you can stuff them red ones. Be delicious.
Well, I'm gonna cut some of them up and put them in the freezer, because when I make my pickles,
Yeah.
I get them out.
Tell me about that one, Mama.
Yeah.
So yesterday, Mama's picked these, and she said, "I have lost a pepper. I have lost one of my peppers. I don't know how I done it."
It was like this.
She
And
said, "I know. I had 3 peppers, 3 red peppers."
Well, when I carried it in, it had rolled over.
And camouflaged itself.
And it was green.
We were calling it the chameleon pepper. I said, "Mama, it was hiding from you."
And that's what I was looking at when I picked it and laid it in there, was that side. But they're pretty.
Pamela, I love stuffed peppers too, but I have to be careful anymore. The green pepper just overtakes it. A green pepper to me overtakes it. I used to eat them all the time when I was a kid, but as I've gotten older, I'm really aware if there's a green pepper cooked in something. What have you got down there in the harvest line? Are those our tomatoes or are those?
No, the little Tommy toes, I picked them today, but those 2 big ones is from the farmer's market or from the riverside.
There's the sweet potatoes doing their thing over there. Oh, that chili smells good.
Yeah,
Now, we didn't make chili tonight. This is some Mama's made in the past. It's been frozen. But now we do that. And I recommend it. If you're going to make a mess, especially if there's just 1 or 2 of you and you can freeze enough to have a meal, if you're going to make a mess with chili, then freeze it, 2 portions of it in the freezer, and then you just drag it out on a Wednesday night when you ain't got a lot of
showing
time.
a mess. I'm going to get this up.
I'll make all that. Do it on a Wednesday night when you got a lot of time. And if you're gonna make meatloaf and you got an opportunity to freeze half one, freeze it. Now the other day someone said, "What are you and Mama gonna do with all that dressing?" Well, we ate it. We ate leftovers, and there's still 1 or 2 of the little muffins left in there. We probably have to throw them away. But we froze all the rest of that. So we'll drag that out on a night when we're wanting just to have baked chicken and dressing. or pork chops and dressing, we'll have that dressing ready to go. Won't we, Mama?
Yeah, it'll be quick and easy.
These hot dogs that we're making tonight reminded me, Mama Sue and Miss Mimi had on theirs, and I'm going to try it as soon as I get me some tenders. They were making bird dogs. Now y'all can figure that out. Hot dog, bird dog. The bird dog is chicken tenders in those hot dog buns and all this goodie in there. And I thought, I see Miss Mimi making them. And then Mama Sue says she was making them off Miss Mimi's, and I thought, and I'm going to make them after you do, Mama Sue, because they're so good. They're so good. They'd have to be good. They'd have to be delicious because it's a chicken tender, cheese inside of a bun, but this has to be the top split. Now, Mama Sue and Miss Mimi did find the top split, but I probably won't be able to do that. Mama, the helicopter's coming for you.
Yeah.
Are you on the lam?
I reckon. They've been
Flight
planes
path.
and helicopters been over today.
But they looked absolutely delicious. They had cheese in them. I don't even remember what I was in them right this second. But it was a top split bun, and you put the chicken tender in there and the cheese. And I think Mama Sue put honey mustard, but I think Miss Mimi said you could use mayonnaise in them.
I believe I like honey mustard.
Oh, yeah. I like either one. But I thought those looked so interesting. Bird dogs, she told them. Like hot dogs, but bird dogs, because it's made from the bird. Boy, that chicken was good last night.
Yeah.
Mama even ate that chicken leg and said it was good, didn't you, Mama?
I ate one. Or most
She ate one, but that's all she would have eaten. Anywhere was one piece of chicken usually. This our little light up here. That light's not blinking. I see what y'all. Someone asked me one and said, "Why does that light blink off and on, John?" It's something to do with this camera. Somebody told me what it was, but
It's the shadow.
no, this looks like it pops on bright, but we don't see that here in real life. That's just a camera trick, but I see it flashing on there tonight. We're eating out of the fancy plates tonight. Mom, what'd you put on them? Did you put anything on them?
No.
Well, they look like they're bathed in something.
You sprayed canola.
I know it, but
Here, you're going to chop that. I'll give you board back.
it's really like those French fries look like they're in butter or something. I'm almost putting butter on them.
No. It's the canola oil you sprayed on them.
There's a lot of it. Maybe I put too much.
Let me show you.
Can't be more than deep fried though, can it? Mimi and I share the same birthday. I love watching her. She's a good Southern cook.
See, that's, it's just the canola.
Serena? Oh, let's let them see them, Mama. Beautiful.
Won't you get the cinnamon sugar?
Oh.
It's over there. Let's sprinkle some of that on it before we put it back in there.
Yeah, Miss Mimi she's pure Southern grace and elegance. I love to watch her stuff, and Mama Sue is too. And Mama Tootsie is too. She'll get jealous if I don't mention her.
Oh, she wanted it.
We are friends with a bunch of wonderful people, and they all met up at Mama Sue's last weekend, and they had a blast. And would love to have been there with them. We were definitely invited, and all that. We just could not leave Miss Maggie Lou that long, and nobody could go with her for that long. She has tons of people that don't care a bit to stay with her. Mama, now how much of this you want?
Oh, just the flavor is a little bit.
She has tons of people that don't care to stay with her while we go to church, while we do other activities.
Oh, I can smell that cinnamon. Oh.
But now I'm telling you, she's a little bit of work. Love her to death, and I don't care to do it. But not before last I had to get up twice in the middle of the night and take her out. And she don't bark. She won't bark. If she would bark, I'd feel a little bit better about asking somebody. But you just have to be tuned into her, in her little toenails, and know her, how she walks and what she's wanting when she has to go to bed. Because she gets up all through the night and eats and drinks too. But I know the difference somehow. And I wake up, my bedroom's real close to her. And I get up, get her gone, get her out there. And I go out there with her because, you know, it's not safe to let her loose without somebody out there. So, but anyway, if they ever have something else like that again, we're able to go, we'll go just like we would have went this time if we had been able. Because really and truly, we're a community of friends. We're not in competition. Mama Sue was saying it the other day. We are not in competition. We help each other. We talk to one another. And it's just such a special community of people. And there was 22 of them there the other day. And Mom and I would love to have been there. But it's all good Christian people with a good attitude. I talked to Kimmy.
You want something besides regular mustard?
No. I talked to Kimmy from Kimmy's Southern Cooking. And she said, John, it was so good. We had such a good time. I said, I know, we would have loved it. But anyhow, sometimes you just can't help things. But it's a wonderful community, wonderful people. Every one of them. Think the world of all of them. All right, Mama, how much onion do we...
I just want just a speck or two.
I started saying, I ain't going to cut this up.
No, I wouldn't cut it out.
That's plenty right there.
Mm-hmm.
Mama, what do you want to talk about?
Oh, you was doing good talking about
The folks.
Yeah.
We all share. We have a page, a private page that we can get on there and talk and share and discuss. And every day there's somebody on there with a wonderful, helpful hint or comment, and it's just great people. It really is great people. That's what Mama loves about that group, and then her Tupperware group. They're all good people.
Toast our hot buns a little bit.
Well, you sat there a lot longer than I thought you would, Mama.
Well,
Mama's like that. She's the jackrabbit, remember?
when stuff pops in my mind, you know I do it.
You do whatever you want to, Mama. I'm just glad you can do anything you want to do.
Yeah.
You got any trips coming up?
Yeah. In October.
What's
This
the-
is October.
I don't know if I'm going to let her go or not. Oh, that's not till October.
I've been saying that for so long.
Yeah, so should I be getting prepared for you to...
Oh, it's just a day trip.
Oh, it's just a day trip.
Day and night.
I promise you, I'm not making it up. I really don't know what she's up to. Because here's the thing. She does whatever she wants to do when she wants to do it. All I care about is, Mama, where you at, where you going, and who you with. And when do I pick you up and when do I drop you off? If she wants to go, she goes. She does what she wants to do. I make arrangements with Maggie. And I want her to go and enjoy and just have a good time.
It's 2 days and 1 night. I should say it that way.
It's a day trip, 2 days and a night.
I get to stay all night.
She gets to spend the night in a hotel. But Mama has wonderful friends, and I totally trust them. A lot of them's her age. One of them's daughter goes with Mama a lot. Miss Rhonda.
She's a lot younger than me.
She's a lot younger than Mama. But she loves to go, and she takes such good care of Mama, and I trust her completely. I said, you can go if Rhonda goes with you. And Mama said, Rhonda's going, so you don't have to worry. Because, Mama does get sick at night sometimes, and her sugar drops and all that. Rhonda knows all those things. So it's just great. I mean, living your best life and just keep it simple, but keep it fun. And I know a lot of y'all do that too. So let's see what y'all are up to tonight. What y'all cooking? My husband is like that. He dreams about what he's going to do next. Cheryl, Mama's that way. And she was outside here tonight. And she was 1,000 miles away. And I just sat there and looked at her and thought, is she coming back? And I said, excuse me, are you coming back? What? I said, you was staring out that window like you was looking into I don't know what. And she said, I was just thinking stuff I need to do and trying to get my mind like here tomorrow. And she's named out 4 or 5 things she's going to do tomorrow. And I was thinking about those roses and what I was going to put between them. And she looks for work. She looks for work. But she's all excited about the rose move, aren't you, Mama?
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to tell you, when they moved them, they spread them out across this whole end, and it looks so pretty. And it looks like there's so many more of them. They were pretty tight up front, too. My dream, I don't think Mama shares the same dream. I would love to have this whole end of the house up here on the west side filled up with those beautiful knockout roses, and they're red and pink, and hydrangeas. Just hydrangeas, the whole length of the house. And just walk around there and enjoy that beautiful flower bed. That'd be wonderful. What are you thinking, Mama? That'd be up done?
I don't know.
I'll be willing to do quality control on
You
them.
do quality control.
Check to see if they're
Somebody
poison.
got
Cinnamon and sugar. Did you get their tag number?
I'm going to. They made a mess here.
I hope y'all get some good hot coffee.
And they
Something good to eat tonight. Wednesday night's a good night for take-in, carry-out. It's a good night for hot dogs and potato wedges. It's just a good all-around night to kind of dial it down a little bit. Mama's got a theory going. I didn't even know she had this theory. I said, Mama, what are we cooking tonight? She said, well, we had a big meal last night. It's going to be little tonight. I said, Mama, are we on a rotation? She said, well, you can't eat a big meal every night.
We don't need a big meal every night.
I said, yes, you're right. How little a meal we get tonight?
Get one of the big ones and see.
How little meal we get tonight? And she said, I'm going to fix you some, I don't know, big one right there.
Yeah.
She said, I'm going to fix you some hot dogs. I said, okay. And then I said to her, Mama, you've got these beautiful sweet potatoes over here. When are we going to have those? She said, well, we'll have them in an hour. I said, what about tonight with some homemade fries? Mama?
They perfect.
Perfect.
I figured you'd say that because you're wanting to eat.
No, they really are. They're tender as your eyeball. They're delicious.
I'm going to turn this
The
on.
cinnamon, the sugar.
It smells wonderful, I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm. Mama's going to like these. Mama loves them frozen or any kind, but these right here, they are perfection. And Mama, you made these. You planted these. These are yours.
It was pretty, I'll tell you that.
Let's see what she's up to. Look at her. Watch her. Watch her.
And I'm mad.
Watch her. Watch her. I'm making fun. My daddy used to say that. She'd be spinning around like a top, and we'd be sitting here getting ready, and he said, watch her, watch her, watch her. Make her so mad she couldn't stand it. He done it because he knew it was going to make her mad. Watch her, watch her, watch her. Watch her. She said, now I'm going to watch you in a minute. With your mama.
Yeah, I get rough, wouldn't
Yeah. He was making fun of you, wasn't he?
I? Uh-huh.
Watch her, watch her, watch her. Do y'all do mean stuff like that? Do all families carry on like we do and just aggravate and just never a serious thing that comes to our head sometimes? Usually it's just a bunch of foolishness. I agree with Mom. There are 2 of us here during the week after working all day. Some days a big meal doesn't sound. See if it'll let me see more. Good. Barb, that's true. Do you have some of that coleslaw left? Cindy, we do. Cindy. Did you burn yourself?
Just about it.
Oh, just your fingers from that hot bread. No harm.
You can get yours off the top.
We do, Cindy. Mama, that coleslaw's in there.
You want it?
Yeah. Slaw dog. Wow, it's a slaw dog. Thank you, Cindy, because I hadn't even thought about that. Didn't even cross my mind. I didn't even really remember what we ate last night. Mama, you've knocked the fly swat off the top of the fridge. Where do y'all keep your fly swat? Don't act like you don't have one. Now, I know you probably don't keep it hanging from the chandelier or nothing, but everybody's got a fly swat in the house.
We do in the country here.
Mama, that chili looks delicious.
It's just frozen.
Oh, froze chili, she said.
Froze chili.
Oh, froze chili. We are going to be eating hot on the hog tonight, folks. This is fancy style. Good old hot dog. And some homemade fries. Now, that is fancy, ain't it? Homemade sweet potatoes is fancy. I asked the question today, taters or potatoes, how do you like them best? Oh, let me, this mine you said?
Any one of them.
And that right there looks like mine. Now, folks, that right there is good eats. You see that just perfectly charred dog on that toasted bun? That's going to be good eats. And here's that coleslaw. Cindy, is there anything else in there I need to be getting out? Because I can't remember. We've about cleaned up the leftovers. I ate some of them for lunch. Mama's ate a little bit of it for lunch. She didn't do much lunch helping. But I think the barbecue pork chop is gone. I took it. And then the chicken and dumplings, they gone. In the dressing, there's one or two in there. But they probably need to be thrown out. They're how many days old, Mama?
What?
The chicken, the dressings.
We did it Sunday, didn't we?
Well, they're not too old.
Want ketchup for your thing?
No, ma'am. No ketchup tonight. I'm just going to put my onions on here. Let's come on down here and watch this little. Let's see what I can get going here. So I'm going to put me some onions on here. I'm going to let you do your own onions because when you're up tonight, I don't want you to be saying he gave me too many onions.
Well, I'm going to build mine with my mustard first.
I know, Mama. You're serious, ain't you? You want relish or anything?
No.
What kind of hot dogs are these? Ballpark?
Ballpark.
Ballpark hot dogs. Store-bought, store-brand buns. Mama's chili.
I would have had ballpark buns if it had them.
Mama's chili and Mama's...
Uh-oh, sorry.
Did you see that collision? Mama's chili and Mama's homegrown, beautiful fries.
Sweet tater.
Are you sorry I came up with that idea, Mama?
No.
It was a good one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I've just got my weenie with this. Should I put the coleslaw with this?
There you go.
Thank you, ma'am. I don't reckon this got strong overnight because there wasn't nothing in it.
You want me to get your fries for you?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. You want some coleslaw?
No.
I'm going. Cindy was smart. Now, Cindy, that could have gone to waste if I hadn't have listened to you.
You're going to drink your coffee, huh?
I'm drinking my coffee. What are you drinking?
I'm going to go get a Sprite. Well, don't have no caffeine in it.
Oh, you want me to go get us a Sprite? I'll get us one.
You want a Sprite too?
Yeah, I'll get a Sprite too, but I'll go get them. I'll come over here and shine.
I'm done all the way packed it here.
Okay, folks. Let's get prepared here. Maggie's over here eating a little stick. Drinking her son. She'll do that all night. Cindy, thank you for this coleslaw. I think I had froze y'all up when I stopped to see what Cindy was saying. I love coleslaw and chili dogs. I do too. Brenda, I do too. Hey, Peggy. Hello from San Diego.
There you go, sir.
Remaking turkey spaghetti. Oh, Eddie, that'd be good. Some cheese. Mama, You want cheese?
Mm-mm.
Tammy, that's a good idea, though.
I usually put cheese, but I don't think I'll.
You don't want no cheese tonight?
Mm-mm.
Hot dog with slaw sounds good, and it's simple. Darlene, it is. Let's bless it. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you so much for this wonderful meal. We thank you for these precious hands that prepared it, dear Lord. And we just thank you for allowing it to grow and to nurture us. And dear Lord, we just ask you to be with each and every person here. And watch over all the prayer requests, dear Lord. And we just know that you can answer them and heal the hurt and the pain, dry every tear, dear Lord. And dear Lord, the special prayer request from last night and the special prayer request from our church, we just ask you to be with each and every one of those. In your blessed name we pray and ask these things. Amen.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Mama, Sprite's a good idea for tonight.
Yeah.
Some things I just like a good fizzy something with, and hot dog would rank right up there with pizza. Oh. All right, folks. And we're losing the internet, so we're going to wrap it up. Mm-hmm. I hate when we can't wrap it up. The fries are delicious.
I reckon they are.
You got anything you want to add tonight, Mama?
No.
We've cut out about 3 times. I'm afraid we'll lose it, and then we'll lose this video, and it'll be out.
Let's go before we do that. It's getting bad.
Y'all have a blessed night. Say good night, Mama.
Good night, Mama. God bless you all. Have a wonderful night.
That's right.
Bye.
Lord willing, we'll see you tomorrow, and we'll cook again. Maybe.
Bye.
Bye.